What's up, y'all? How you doing? Long time no see. So, last week we were gifted with so many wonderful victories for the Second Amendment, either through executive order or through the judicial system. By far my favorite one has to be the federal court decision in Mississippi, where a judge has now declared that the prohibition on normal citizens owning machine guns is unconstitutional. My first reply to that is, tell me something we didn't know, something we haven't known since 1934, but I digress there. So, what this judge has said is, per a case which came before his court in Mississippi, the federal prohibition on the ownership of machine guns without a tax stamp, without exorbitant fees, without, regulation, registration, all this federal BS that violates the Constitution in oh so many ways, the ban on just over-the-counter sales of machine guns and ownership of machine guns does in fact violate the Constitution. It does in fact violate the Second Amendment, which once again tells something we didn't know. Now, of course, this doesn't mean we can go out and buy machine guns, unfortunately, because trust me, I would already be blowing out the credit cards to go and get one. Now, what this does mean is that a precedent has been set. In fact, this is not the first time this has happened. By my count, this is the third case where the prohibition on machine gun ownership has been declared unconstitutional by a federal judge. Now, the cases have gone nowhere because for the last 4 years, we've had the most anti-gun president in United States history. That has all changed. President Trump is trying to redeem himself for the whole bump stock BS because he is going hard and heavy against those regulations. In fact, in another video, I'll cover his executive order where he promises to reassess all of President Biden's, anti-gun legislations, anti-gun executive orders, outright violations of the Constitution via, weaponization of the ATF, but I'll back off on that one too. More on that later. Now, hopefully, guys, well, not hopefully, we know this is going to the Supreme Court, but hopefully, the court will actually get up off its butt and start addressing actual Second Amendment cases the way it has many other cases in the past. Because, guys, again, as I've said several times, we all know this is BS. We all know this is unconstitutional. It's always been unconstitutional. And also something that I didn't know. I believe somewhere between 75 and 80,000 fully automatic weapons are legally owned here in these United States. Last time I did research on this was a few years ago, so I may be a little out of date. But do you know how many of those legally owned fully automatic machine guns have been used in a crime? 1. By the way, that was a police officer who came home with his department-issued duty weapon and caught his wife in bed with another man. Now, again, if I'm wrong, correct me in the comments, but that's the last one I remember reading about. Guys, this is phenomenal. It is a huge step towards getting rid of some of these unconstitutional regulations and infringements that we've had on our rights for far too long. I'm excited. You should be excited. And as always, guys, stay armed, stay informed, and stay frosty, my friends.